copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticisms, comments. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Kai, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Dragon Ball Online, and all other character names, logos, and distinctive likeness thereof are trademarks of Akira Toriyama, Toei Animation, Bird Studio, Shueisha, Funimation, Viz Media, Group AB, Glenat, Namco Bandai, Atari, and other respective license holders unmentioned. This video was not prepared, licensed, or endorsed by any entity involved in creating or producing the Dragon Ball series. It is an independent, unofficial work made by a fan, for fans, that has no connection to the official license holder and is created within fair use guidelines. Please enjoy the video.
Right away. I know you guys are all probably ticked off after seeing finale in the title, since you know where this is going. I get it, but hey, you still don't know how it all ends, so you may want to stick around to find out what exactly is going to happen. Before we begin, I want to give a huge shout out to all my amazing patrons for their amazing support, and if you want to become a patron like these guys and get a lot of special perks, then make sure to click the link down in the description to pledge. It would really mean a lot. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's finally finish off this series. It's been 7 years since the defeat of Cell, and all of our Z Warriors have gotten a whole lot stronger. Goku and Gohan have both been able to get Super Saiyan 2 and master it in this time, and be a whole lot stronger than their canon selves actually, because of 17 and 16 training with the two. They don't get to train 24/7, since Chi-Chi made Goku get a job and Gohan go to school, but they're still able to go and train occasionally. Piccolo's been able to reach these guys' level just by himself, and not even needing to fuse with Kami to make that happen. Piccolo's contemplating it during the battle with Cell, but since they need the Dragon Balls very bad against him, they decided against the fusion. It would be better if they had that extra fighter and the ability to use the Dragon Balls. Goten has grown up pretty nice here, as well he doesn't have a best friend in Trunks, he has a dad this time to be with him, so that's a good trade-out I'd say. These years of peace have been very good for our heroes, but of course, as it always is in Dragon Ball, peace doesn't last. The World Tournament is tough, as I don't know if everybody would enter this time, since who knows if Videl is popular enough to successfully blackmail Gohan into going. Don't really want to go too far into that, as frankly I really don't care, but some way, somehow, Shin's able to find everybody and lead them in the direction of Babidi's ship. The ones to go right away are Goku, Piccolo, and Gohan, since the androids are busy doing their own thing. Once the three get there, they see Babidi and Dabura kill the other henchmen for failing to successfully get a good chunk of energy for Majin Buu's resurrection. Dabura would still go after them and blast Kibito out of existence. He would then only spit once to hit Piccolo and lead Goku, Gohan, and Shin after him. Goku and Gohan would be furious about Piccolo's condition, but Shin says it can be reversed by killing Dabura, which they are more than happy to do. The three all go down and the long trip down to the depth of Babidi's ship commences. Without Vegeta here to really mess things up, I'm pretty sure you guys know how this is going to turn out. Pui Pui and Yakon are easily dealt with, and with basically no energy gathered since they died so fast, Dabura has to come out to at least do something. It doesn't matter if Goku or Gohan fights him this time, since Gohan has kept up with his training for these years, so he'll be able to actually beat Dabura if he went Super Saiyan 2. Babidi isn't able to turn anybody Majin, since even though Goku is a little bit of a different personality, he still is Goku, so he's not just gonna turn evil. Gohan especially doesn't have any evil in his heart, so he's not gonna become Majin either. With Goku and Gohan still on the side of good, Dabura is easily killed, and Piccolo's reverted back to his original self. With nobody left to defend him, Babidi is killed by the three warriors, and the threat of Majin Buu is prevented entirely. Which is just super fast. Again, without Majin Vegeta and a stronger Gohan, this section goes by wicked fast, and the threat is basically over before it really even began. Shin is able to take Buu's pod and bring it back to Supreme Kai's world to dispose of it properly. The day is saved, and the Z-Fighters just continue to go about their daily lives, and nobody died. That is, until a few years later, when the god of destruction, Beerus, awakens. With Beerus awake, he instantly wants to go and find the Super Saiyan god. There aren't many Saiyans left at all anywhere, and the only place they really seem to be is on Earth. So he makes his way there and hopes to find something interesting. Beerus shows up for Bulma's birthday party, and with nobody to warn the Z-Fighters about Beerus, he just shows up unannounced, and everybody's confused on who he is. Remember, they never came into contact with King Kai in this scenario, so he can't let them know. And with Vegeta not being around here, they really don't have any information on who Beerus is, so they don't know how to act around him. Goku asks Beerus who he thinks he is, and Beerus is already annoyed in the way that they're talking to him. He says that he's here to fight the Super Saiyan God, and the one who defeated Frieza. Seems like the best candidate, so he'd like to fight him. Bulma is pretty ticked that this guy is messing up her party, and tells him to get lost. Beerus sticks his hand out towards Bulma, threatening to erase her from existence, and says he's not leaving without the god. Goku tells Beerus to stop, and that he'll fight him to see what he's got. Goku starts out in his Super Saiyan 2 state, wanting to get this guy out of here as fast as possible, but to his surprise, he can't land a single blow on Beerus. Beerus just moves around like Goku isn't a threat at all. Goku tries to put all he's got into it, but Beerus just yawns and says he's disappointed if this is the best the Saiyan has to offer. Goku grits his teeth, saying it's not, and he powers up once more, combining the Akari form with his Super Saiyan 2 state to get an extra power boost and show Beerus up. Even with this gigantic boost in power for Goku, it's still nothing to Beerus. Goku may be stronger than the Super Saiyan 3 self now, but to the god, it's really disappointing. Beerus flicks Goku in the head to send him flying back, and with that one flick, Goku is knocked unconscious. The others are in shock at how Goku is taken out in just one small hit, and yell out to attack. Gohan transforms into a Super Saiyan 2, and him, Piccolo, and 18 all go after Beerus as well. Beerus just dodges all their strikes, and after realizing that this other Saiyan is even weaker than the other one, he begins to lose hope. With one poke of his finger, Piccolo and 18 are sent flying back out of the fight. And once he tussles with Gohan some more, he realizes that this was a pointless trip, and he's not going to gain anything out of these weaklings. Gohan is knocked out as well, and Beerus flies up into the air to meet with Whis once more. Beerus tells the Z fighters that coming here was a mistake. He didn't get to fight any kind of Super Saiyan God, and he didn't even get to have any food since he wasn't invited into the party. He tells them it was a shame, as he was prophesied to have a Saiyan be his greatest rival, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. Beerus sticks up his finger to create a gigantic Hakai ball, and then aims it right at the planet to destroy it. The Earth, along with all of its inhabitants, are no more. With everything gone, Beerus is pretty annoyed, and returns to his planet and goes back to bed. Whis, on the other hand, enjoys the lunch he got from the butler on Earth, and really enjoys the food, so it's a shame that Beerus wasn't able to taste a bit of any food there, as if he had, then maybe the Earth would still be around. With the Earth destroyed and all of our heroes gone for good, what happens now? Well, for now, nothing really happens. The next few arcs can't happen without anybody, as Resurrection F can't, with the Dragon Balls not reviving. The Universe 6 tournament can't happen without any of the warriors from Universe 7, and without the tournament, Zamasu can't complete his Zero Mortals plan, as he never really got the idea from Goku. He may go on with it much later, but as of right now, he wouldn't, so he's just going to remain as an apprentice to Gowasu. The Tournament of Power is obviously not going to happen since Goku can't start it, and there isn't a future Zeno to put the idea of erasing all the universes in everybody's head, so the universe wouldn't get destroyed right away, hopefully. Moro may still break out of jail, but with the only Dragon Balls left being the Super Dragon Balls, he can't gather all this up without raising suspicion, so he'd probably be captured by mirrors instantly and sent back to Galactic Prison. With there being no Frieza or any more Saiyans in this universe, Granola wouldn't really have an arc at all, so he'd just go about life doing his thing. All of Dragon Ball Super wouldn't happen, and we unfortunately get a bad ending to this scenario. Except, it all wasn't meaningless. Even though this reality is finished really, there is still one out there that is safe and protected, with everybody from this universe's help. Future Goten now had the power to defeat his android, Cell, and bring peace to the future. Since Beerus never woke up in the future, he was protected from this happening to him, and without any kind of Goku Black, he's basically safe from anything. So, future Goten is able to finally settle down with a nice girl, and maybe have a couple of kids of his own, and rebuild the Saiyan population of the future. And he couldn't have done it without anybody's help from the past. And with all of that, we've come to the end of this scenario. Sorry if you guys are depressed by the ending, but hey, I did put up a poll asking, and a majority of you said that if Beerus never fought the Super Saiyan God, he'd blow up Earth, so I used that poll to judge how the story would go. Even though everybody in the past is gone, don't worry, future Goten and his family in the original timeline will always thrive now and live long, happy, and healthy lives. Though, if that's not enough for you, there's another option as well. If you guys want me to, I can go into a GT version of this scenario, since Beerus wouldn't exist there to just come and blow everything up. So if you want to see how this whole timeline could play out in a GT reality, then make sure to comment down below if you'd like to see that, since I'd be more than happy to make that happen. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this series, as I really did enjoy making it all the way through, and hopefully I can make a GT version in the future if the demand for it is high enough. Thank you all so much for watching this series, and until we meet again, see you later!